Check, 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 check. Is anything? Can you hear? Can anybody hear? Oh yeah, yes, yes. It's on now. Hey, yo, yo, yo. What's up? Is it? Yeah, are we here? 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 Is it working? Is it working? Can we get a check? Is there a check? Is Can you hear us? Is anyone out there? Just put in the chat if you can hear us. What you saying? Is any who's there with me? Anyone there?
Hey there, yo.
Aye, who's that?
I'm like, Johnny.
Oh yes, we. What you saying, bruv? You right?
There, man. There. Coping. Get me. Coping.
All right, blessings, blessings. We can hear that. Thank you, Alfia. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, it's pissing down out there.
Mm,
Coming like we're getting all seasons out there.
you telling me?
Yeah. Oh wow, look at all that. Anyway, just doing some of the yeah, today, right, we're going to talk about the evolution of social media and how it's affected us. Has it affected us and what it does? Has it done anything? Has it done good? Has it done bad? You know, we know some of the things it's done. I mean, listen, this is a product of that. Do you know what I mean? We wouldn't imagine back in them early 90s, 80s, yeah, for us to do what we're doing here today. It would we'd have to spend a bit of money in it. We'd have to be in some big studio somewhere. Do you know what I mean, bruv?
It's like I had all the mics and everything in it.
It would have to be some big serious setup. So I mean, that's one of the things, good and bad. But anyway, shall we go into that, old chap?
Yeah.
All right. So, all right, let's go through a bit of history, the history of the social media. Yeah, so it was early internet bulletin boards in the 80s. Yeah, precursor to social media, bulletin boards allowed users to post messages and share information in a text-based format. That was in the 1980s, you know. So it's a bit like notice board, isn't it, in the shopping centre or something? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the notice boards and stuff like that. What about after that? 6 Degrees, 1997, considered the first recognizable social media site. I don't remember that one. 6 Degrees allowed users to create profiles and connect with their friends. Does anyone remember that? I don't remember that one. 6 Degrees.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, and then after that, it was Friendster in 2002, introduced the concept of a social network and became popular in Asia before declining due to technical issues and competition. Totally. Friendster, never heard of that. MySpace, we know that one. In 2003, that was the next one. Became a cultural phenomenon, allowing users to personalize profiles with music backgrounds and connect with friends. Totally, innit? MySpace. Imagine that. You remember that one?
Yeah.
The good old days. Anyway, Facebook 2004.
Is that when it came around 20 years ago?
Yeah. Initially exclusive to college students, Facebook rapidly expanded, introducing the news feed and transforming how people share content online. Yeah, nuts, innit? What was after that? 2005, the old famous YouTube.
Okay.
Preliminary was a video sharing platform But YouTube social features like comments and subscriptions contributed to the social media landscape. And 2006, Twitter. What they call it now? X, isn't it? X introduced microblogging, enable users to share short updates and links, leading to real-time conversation and trending topics. Yeah, I remember that one back in the day, Twitter.
Okay.
It was all right. It was all right back in the day. Now it's like, now you can't put nothing on there because there's like some big policing going on there. You know what I mean? Now you can't put nothing on there. All right, 2010, Instagram. Focused on visual content. Instagram popularized photo sharing and influenced the rise of influencers and visual storytelling. I didn't really... Well, yeah. I use that one now for certain things, for, you know, for selling things. That one works for, definitely. So always... You
promotional wise, yeah.
You see what's interesting with the eye, and then you just get rid of it. You can easily do things like that with the eye. Visual, very visual, that one. What else? Snapchat, that's one I didn't really get around to. Okay, all right. Snapchat 2011 introduced familial messaging, challenging the idea of permanent online content and reshaping communication dynamics. Yeah, because Snapchat was like some kind of picture thing. I don't know if anyone's used Snapchat out there. I don't know. I didn't use that one at all, but it seemed like it was just more pictures. What about you, sir? Did you use it?
No, I've never used it. Never.
Yeah, okay. What we got? 2010 and 2007. Pinterest and Tumblr focused on content creation and expression, allowing users to share and discover content in unique ways. Pinterest, I've seen that one. You know, some people put a nice picture on there and just you either follow it or you like it and share it and all that stuff.
Okay.
Got LinkedIn. That's the, you know, LinkedIn, right? 2003 LinkedIn. I thought we're not in order here. 2003 LinkedIn centered around professional networking. Yeah, it's like LinkedIn's like for jobs. You're looking for jobs. You got friends in the LinkedIn, and you know you can network in there, all around looking for work and stuff like that. You put your job titles down on the side there. You get somebody who's worked with you in the same place will vouch for you and say, yeah, you got that qualification or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's all right. It's not bad. It's not bad. LinkedIn. Yes, we got TikTok 2016. It was emerged as a video-centric platform with short-form content rapidly gaining popularity among younger audiences. Yeah, you know that one, innit? I see some people looking at TikTok like it's a movie there. Do you know what I mean? Like they're watching a movie, mate. Anyway, so yeah, they were some of the starting, leading, what were they? Online thingies, social media groups. They were one of the first groundbreaking ones that kind of set precedents for everyone to start moving from. So yeah, social media currently continues to evolve with platforms like Clubhouse. Remember, you know Clubhouse, don't you?
Yeah.
Clubhouse and emerging technologies like virtual reality shaping the future. So back on that one. So yeah. That's kind of a little bit of a background of the thingy, the social media, and where it came from, the early days to present. Do you think it's changed? These okay, we'll talk about like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Has it changed? Has it changed the online interactions, you think, sir? And anyone else listening out there, has it changed our online interactions? These social medias.
Well, I haven't got any of them, but from what I've heard, Yes, they have. Because you can do so much things with them now where it's just, to me, there's negatives and positives with it, isn't it? Now you got more trolls, you got like people that would just put hatred on there. I'm not sure if it's always been like that or if it's got worse now, but it's getting more publicized now, all the hatred that's going on these things and stuff like that. So, yeah. Because you got that woman that I'm seeing that's on the news now talking about how that ex-footballer calls for her to get abused online and talking about, it's not Twitter, yeah, talking about X, that they aren't really blocking certain things, because she's saying the amount of hatred she's getting sexism, like racism, she's getting everything on there, she's getting. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all that stuff's always been there, right? Isn't it? It's just maybe enhanced a little bit more now. What do you think, sir? It's just a bit enhanced because always that stuff's, trolls, these kind of people expressing their opinions behind the keyboard warriors, you understand? They've always been there and expressing their opinion and stuff like that. Through the hiding of, you know what I'm saying? They can hide behind that stuff, the keyboard, and just say what they like. I don't know who that person was, what you're talking about. I didn't hear about that one. What was that? What was that about, sir?
Oh, the Joey Barton one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Let's leave that one because
Yeah.
that's what he's gonna. That's what Artie's gonna be discussing, and that's gonna be quite funny. That should be quite funny. That one there, that guy there, bit strange, strange geezer. But yeah, it's listen. I mean, like I got a lot of friends on there. Not a lot of friends, but the average amount of friends on the book one, and it allows me to talk to a lot of different people in different places at the same time. Imagine back in them days, we wouldn't be able to do that. We'd have to pay a lot of money in it to contact these people abroad. You remember? Yeah, listen, it's done a lot. It's helped a lot. It's helped us. It's bridged the gap and took away that money factor where you can just talk to anybody in any country and not have a problem about it. Do you know what I mean?
So that's the positive, isn't it? That's the good thing, where you can keep in contact basically for free, isn't it?
100%. That's definitely the positive in anybody in the world, and the negative is what you just said as well. Like, anyone can say anything to anybody, and behind, and give them abuse and race, whether it's racial or whatever. They can say all kinds of horrible things, and then have to affirm it. But is it really a bad thing? Because I mean, it is a bad thing, right? But this is just something that we already knew, innit? I mean, look, you go to the football, for example, you go to the football match and sit in the stand, or go stand in the stand. You'll hear all kinds of abuse, wouldn't you?
All of it.
All kinds of abuse, and if you go to the certain places outside of a big city, yeah, where there's a lot of multicultural people there, you'll see that's where you get it, the truth of the people expressing themselves, and I don't like this, nicking our jobs or whatever, that silly rubbish. Go on.
It's real what you're saying, because obviously I believe, obviously it's not saying it's right, it's wrong, but you shouldn't have to be this way. But if you're going to enter this cyberspace, that's what I call it, yeah, you have to be prepared for the negative as well as positive. So to me, you have to be mentally strong, because people will have negative and positive opinions. Because look, I watch certain things and I have opinions. I just don't voice it online, innit? I just don't, get me? I just have an opinion to myself, or I might shout you and be like, yo, man, what's wrong with my man talking about our club like that? Like, that, then people are moving mad. But you got some people now, it's like, they're just, they can't deal with the negative side of it. If someone says anything about them, it's like, oh no, like, I can't believe such and such has said this. Where, why are you surprised? You know people do these things. If you want, turn off the comments if you want, innit? Yeah, I understand some people don't turn on the comments because it helps them deal with certain things. So I don't know, innit? But to me, you got to be mentally strong for this thing, because once you put yourself out there, it's that if you're not mentally a strong person, it will damage you. And I've seen it damage people, not personally, but because I watch a lot of content, I seen it mentally mess with people, innit?
Yeah, totally. You're right. Definitely with that one. You have to be you do have to have strong. You have to be a strong character, definitely, to to be to be open to all that kind of abuse,
100%.
which you will definitely get, because you know people feel they can say what they like behind the screen or the keyboard. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was good, my friend. We've done a thingy, a positive and a negative there, definitely. What about the influence on culture? Yeah. What about culture? Influence on popular culture trends, and yeah, what do you think? Do you think it's been good or how do you think it's impacted influence on culture? Do you think it's a lot of people are people looking at like these social media things and trying to get, then the next fashion, or the latest music or something like that. Do you think it does that as well, old chap?
Yeah, you know what? Even just mentioning that, I remember one time I knew one girl one time. I don't deal with her no more, and she didn't know nothing about braiding hair, but she learned from tutorials on like YouTube videos. And then when I did come near to the end talking to her, she people used to pay her to braid their hair, and I was thinking, "Raw, you didn't know nothing about it." And it's like, it's just learning off like the culture thing. She learned from like videos where something more or less you probably would have had to pay to go to a course, or you would have had to know somebody to be like, "Oh, can you teach me to braid hair?" But yeah, so it does it culturally. It does a lot of things. I know people that's learned to cook from like or certain things where what like what can you not do from watching certain things?
No, totally. Yeah, I mean, listen. Go on.
Or,
Go on, sir.
I see like there's a lot of like I said, there's more positive than negatives, but there'll always be negatives. But you got like even like people can learn how to like be a better lover to their partner through watching certain things, or just learn like you said, like learn certain cultural things where you'll be like, oh, I didn't know that about that culture, and you might go to work and be like, you know what, like certain people in their culture they don't agree with, but you've learned that from social media, and they'll probably learn things about you what they didn't know about your culture. But it's to me, it's a good thing, isn't it?
What about like what do you think about like trends and stuff like that? You know, fashion. For example, fashion. The new kind of this kind of new jacket, or new the new tight trousers not there. Do you think it's a yeah, this helps it, right? You would agree it helps it, and
Yeah, it does. That helps as well because it shows what people like. Obviously, you got people that follow like certain celebrities and all that. So they go on to certain of their things to see what they're promoting or what they're wearing or so get me. So it does help with certain fashion things, man.
Okay. So what about influencers there? Let's talk about like influencers, online communities shaping cultural narratives. What about like I remember there was one thing, I can't remember what it was called or anything, but there was the lips thing in it. They said you had to do something. I don't know. These people were just saying you had to put your lips in something or something to make your lips fuller. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah, there was a madness. If anyone knows about that, put something in the comments. Yeah, because that was nuts. Influence. What about people dieting, doing dieting, taking certain diets? You remember there was the meat one, just the meat diet. You understand? Do you remember that one? I forgot what that was called, but what do you think of that side of it? Do you think that side's would that come under a positive or the negative? Do you think that side of it when they're influencing people how to eat, what not to eat? Because you got companies paying some model looking type people to do influence certain people to do this and eat that and not eat this and not eat that, to look this certain way. Is it the perfect way to be? Maybe in their eyes, but what do you think about that, old chap?
With that now, teacher, I tell you, it's a positive and a negative, because it's what you just said. There's certain companies that pay certain people to put this narrative out there, but there is that thing, fake news. So there's people like, I know you got your own mind. You're a strong-minded person, so you'll see something and be like, nah, that's not for me, or you're questioning it, or you'll research it or something. There's certain people that would just watch things and just run with that narrative in it, like, oh, don't eat this because this and that, or eat this because it's got vitamin D or C or whatever you want. But rather than go and look on it, because you got to remember, these people that are promoting these things, not all of them's got our best interests at heart in it. So they're doing it because they're getting certain endorsement deals or certain things, and they have to spread that message to make like to sell the product in it, or make certain narratives seem like it's true in it. So I don't know, man, because I was watching something the other day about try to eat less red meat and them thing there, because of like something about your system can't break down red meat properly and stuff. And I went and researched it, and I did see there was some truth to what they were saying in it. But I'm a person that I eat a lot of red meat. I'm trying to cut down on it, but I do eat a lot of red meat. But same way, I researched it, but it was good to see like that angle in it, where someone's actually warning you about something in it, and then it's for you to go and research it in it.
Totally. It's the exercise of the brain. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Yeah. Big up Raymond. The carnivore diet. Yes, he said it was. That's what that meat. The meat.
Oh, you said about just eating meat.
Yeah. The carnivore diet. I think you're on that. Are you on that yourself, old Raymond? I think you're on that as well, innit? Anyway, yeah, no, good one. All right. Privacy, privacy concerns, yeah. Is there a problem with with privacy on this social media? Do you know what I mean? Do you think there's a problem? The sharing, protecting of personal information. Do you know what I mean? Because we know once you put things online, that's it. It's a wrap. You know, anyone can use it. You kind of basically give up the right to that whatever you've put up online. Especially with the book thing. The book thing they talk about. Once you put it on our place, it's ours. We can use it for whatever we want. You know what I'm saying? So that's one side of it. But there's another side. Okay. Go on, sir. Pick a positive or negative and just run with it. The positive side is what you can sit here. You can put your picture anywhere. It could go all over the world. If you was like a model or something where the picture would be, which would help enhance your career or your goal wherever you're looking to go. That picture could get spread all over the place here and there. Yeah, that might help, right?
And it could backfire as well.
How so, sir?
Like you said, with the privacy thing, people could use that picture and just do what they want with it. Innit? They can put it on
Start
something.
Catfishing. Start catfishing people, innit?
Or they could put some propaganda thing and put your picture and put a headline, and then straight away people will be like, "Oh, I didn't know they had that view about." So, but it's because your picture's out there now, isn't it? Like yes, it's crazy. And like you said, the catfishing thing where they put their picture up and it's not even. Yeah, it's all crazy, bro. It's crazy. So that's the negative side of it, isn't it?
Yeah, totally.
That's why I choose certain things I do, teacher. I'm not putting my face on it, innit? Because if you hear my voice and you'll be like, "Oh, I think I know that voice," then that's for your own interpret. If you think, "Oh, I think I know it," but to put my face on something like, nah, I'm not doing it, innit?
So yeah, okay. So there should be something much more for these companies to do around privacy. Yeah, they should be doing a lot more. Definitely. Go on.
100%. But then I remember they were talking about something. Was it last year where they're saying that they might try and come out with something like, for you to view certain content or go on there, you're gonna have to sign up and put certain. Yeah. So if you are trolling somebody, it will be easier for you to get identified and stuff like that. Then I was thinking to myself, I can see the positive and negative in that as well, because, all right, you'll put your details on and they'll get to know who's who, but at the same time, can you trust putting your details into certain systems? Because I've seen a lot of systems where things get leaked and the system malfunctions, and then your details get out there, and it's all mad.
Yeah, totally. All right. Well, you touched on it a little bit. The fake news and misinformation. Yeah, some people can't tell. Some people can't tell what is true and what is fake. Some people just see a couple videos on there and they'll be like, "Wow, look, that's true, innit?" And start sending it all around. Do you remember that there was there's the thing around? I can't remember what it was. It was one place company doing something, and everyone was sending text around. Listen, make sure you say this by this date, or they're gonna take your profile, or blah blah blah. Do you remember it? Do you remember that thing?
Was that the one when they were sending that? Was it some alert thing they were sending, or was that? Oh no! And was that the one where? I think I remember what you're talking about.
That was the one where they were saying, if you didn't, they get. Look, once you sign up to, like, okay, let's take the book for example. Yeah, like if you sign up to the book and you put all your pictures on the book, whatever you thingy on there, that's it. You understand? That's it. It's not yours no more. They take it and they can do whatever they want with it if they wanted to. Okay, maybe they don't do that for every occasion, but they can do that. So the thingy was, if you there was a text going around, hey, if you just make sure you text some rubbish or whatever to this place, and then they won't be able to use your stuff, which was rubbish anyway, yeah, because they can still use your stuff, you know what I mean. But that's like one of them propagandas. What about the fake news? I know there was something. There was it Ian Wright? It was Ian Wright or something. Shut up, Ray. Shut up. There was a something about Ian Wright. I know even I don't know if it was Ian Wright or it was one famous person. They were using their face to try and say, yeah, look, this person made enough money. Just follow this link and blah 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 blah. But you know, everybody wants to make money. Everybody wants to have a shitload of money and do the
Yeah,
least and do the least possible to do it. You know, so if it comes like that, it's easy. It's usually rubbish. You understand? If it's easy to make money, why do you think the people wouldn't have done it in the first place? But there's a lot of that stuff, even on the book thing, and they don't even regulate that stuff. You know, they don't even regulate that stuff. He just said, "I'm sick of people using my photo to chat women up." Raymond. Yeah, you're funny, old chap. Yeah. So how can we combat that? Can we combat that? Do you think? I think it's the company, innit? What do you think, sir? It's the company. They got to do their regulations, because you shouldn't be seeing that on like the book. Do you know what I mean? On going through your reel, going through your reel, you shouldn't see stuff like that on there, should you?
nah, man, not at all.
Especially if it's a hustle, you should not be seeing that there. There's places for the hustle to go. You know what I mean? Yeah. Go on, sir.
That's why you've got a lot of people, because I know you watch YouTube content as well, innit? And they've got a lot of people that a celebrity gave a warning to people the other day and said, stop letting people advertise certain things on your pod, because you know there's been a lot of, like, especially in America, like all these get rich quick schemes, like if you invest into this property, your return will be like like you could double your money and everything there. But you've got a lot of famous people with big platforms. They're letting these people promote, like, where they have little adverts in it. They got little ads and people promoting stuff, and people are losing like thousands and millions because it's like what you said earlier. They're believing certain things. So if you got a celebrity telling you, "Yeah, this is my friend," they're in the real estate business. So if you put like £1,000 into this, your return will be such and such. So, and it's like what you said. It's for you to do your research and check up on these people, man. Because surely, if someone's telling you to invest into real estate, you must be able to do your research into that certain person or real estate and see if it is kosher, legit as the people are telling you. You get it?
100, totally. That's too. Yeah, I mean, look, I was just thinking to myself, look, isn't it their fault though? Isn't it the people's fault who get duped?
One's promoting or the one that's putting their money into it.
Yeah, isn't it their fault though? Like, because isn't it their fault? I don't know. I'm just trying to be argumentative. Is it their fault, you think? Because like you should know, you know, if anyone comes to you or me or comes to with some kind of option of saying, yeah, look, blah blah blah, you can make this money. You're gonna, of course, you're gonna do the knowledge behind it before you even put any money in it. Do you know what I mean? But why don't they do it? Do you know what I mean, bruv?
Because what we said earlier, if you're seeing, like you said about the thing with like Righty or somebody, some people will know Righty and be like, oh, if Righty's saying to put £1,000 into this real estate thing, you got some people, like you said, they just don't use their brain. If they're just openly think, oh, if Righty's saying do it, I'll do it, innit? But like I said, I know you, innit? So I know you'll do your research and you'll do your due diligence and be like, wait a minute, this looks like this looks like some scam, like.
Totally. And yes, we're not blaming the victims. We're not blaming the victims. We're just playing the devil's advocate. Of course, it's not.
To say basically, you gotta look at yourself as well, because it's easy to wake up and always blame somebody else but yourself. But you gotta look at yourself and be like, all right, cool. if this is, it's not. It don't even necessarily have to be your last £100 or £1,000, or it doesn't have to be your last money. But you gotta look at it and be like, if I take this risk, or just look into it, and you must be able to go on something, and people are commenting on certain things and being like, oh, did them people scam me? Like, just do your research, innit? So in a way, it is your fault, because rather than just keep that money that you had and you try to get rich quick scheme, like, you gotta use this, innit? Use your brain and think, like, if I put that in, like, why would you put your money into that? If it was so easy for people to make money, these people wouldn't have to promote their stuff like that.
No, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, sir. But I mean, still, it's not the, you know, it's like, look, it's like the church, right? You know, people still put money into going church, and they believe that, you know, I don't know what they believe, but, you know, they still put money into the church, you know, and you know, for whatever reason, whatever they've done or whatever, but, you know, they still put money into it. Look, you got some companies, right? Some companies, you'll get a bill, yeah, and they'll send you 2 and 3 bills of the same thing, and some people will just pay it, all 3 of them, even though they only have to pay it once. Do you know what I mean? So what is it? I don't know. Guaranteed, yeah, we're not supposed to, you know, mislead the people, because there's going to be some people that don't understand and couldn't get duped easily. But they're doing it all over the place, aren't they? Not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's right. It's done all over the place, isn't it, old chap?
It's like you got people. I seen one thing the other day. People are getting hit with that. What's that? What's that loan they were giving out during the C19?
What's that?
Was it the PP? What was that? Remember in the C19 thing that they were giving businesses, people were like claiming, putting in fake expenses.
Yeah, like that COVID thing. They were doing that COVID thing as well, weren't they? Yeah.
And the government was giving out some loan things to businesses, so they kept afloat. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
But some people that went prison because they were putting in fake things and they were claiming the money. So you got a lot of people now that are paying heavy for it now because the government want their money back. They're basically saying, we gave you a 20 grand loan in C19, yeah?
Mm-mm.
Now you better start repaying us. And you got people that were, but I heard it was a lot of people, like, it's not just, there was people that were like, just making up fake businesses and just printing up some paperwork, and the government was giving them the money. But you had a lot of people saying like, yeah, you can just do this and they'll give you grants for a business, and you don't even necessarily have to have a business. They'll just give you free money. And then you got some people that were saying, yo, like, I know someone that's basically got stung with that in it, and they're basically gonna end up doing a sentence. So it's for you to realize what you're doing and to, you know.
Yeah, totally, and somewhat like, okay, we just got a thingy from LUFC, man, like Raymond over there. Most people who get scammed online are over 65-year-olds. People have lost their life. People, that's what he thinks. Let him have it. Do you know what I mean? That's what he thinks. And in that case, yeah, no, that's wrong. Yeah, you know what I mean, that's definitely wrong. When you got these, you got these people saved up all their money for however long, and someone just comes in and just sweeps it out from under them. Definitely, that's like the same guy. That's like the guy on. But look, scammers are coming all different areas, and you know they come around to fix your roof, don't they? They come around and fix your roof and say to you, "Oh yeah, you got problems up there." You know, it's £100 job. They're quoting you all 10 grand. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They quote you 10 grand. So, listen, it's all disgusting anyway when you're taking advantage of people for certain things. You know, just go and do what you need to do normally, legally. Do you know what I mean?
So what would you say? Yeah, let me ask you about this one. Yeah, because that it's funny that he said about the over 65s. Yeah, I
Go
seen
on.
a next thing the other day on the news about there's you get them elderly people that find love online through social media,
Go on.
but they've never met this person in their life. Yeah,
Go
but
on.
somehow the person dupes them into giving them money.
Go on. And your
And then
question is?
I seen a woman. There's one 60-year-old woman. She met some guy online, some African brother, and it's like he 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 he, he gave off the like he was talking to her for like months in it, and he didn't ask her for nothing. Then all out of the blue now, he's obviously said he needs some money for some medical bills or something in Africa, innit? And then she's obviously gave over money. He's obviously them 619 man, 4 whatever, them scam man there, innit? So he knew once she sent him the money, he obviously got some bank details or something, and he basically, she saved up through the whole of her life, worked, pension. My man basically sucked all the money out of her account in it, and it's like a thing where that's where social media is kind of like, it's not to blame because no one didn't tell you to send no one no money, but it's the catfish thing again, isn't it? Because when she reported it, it wasn't the guy's picture. Because they looked for the guys who picture it was. My man said, I don't know what you're talking about. That's my picture, but it's not me who you're looking for, innit? So it's messed up as well how them things happen as well, man.
Totally. And that's that's not it's the same thing, and it's like hope, right? It's like they have hope, and they hope that maybe they can have a relationship again, even though they're like 30 years younger than them. Do you know what I mean? 30, 40, 50 years younger than them, and they feel that they isn't it the same as the church thing though, right? I mean, it's the only this thing you can get your money back in it, or you can complain about it. But with the church thing, I don't know. Anyone in the comments can feel free to comment in and say something about it. But with the church thing, you only know when you're brown bread, innit? You'll only know when you're brown bread. So there ain't no coming back, or there's you can't say nothing after that, can you? Because you're paying for something for the afterlife potentially, right? You're whatever they're doing, they're hoping there's something in the afterlife, and then there ain't no. And okay, if you die and then you say nah shit, I want my money back and come back, yeah, I mean, you probably say that. But okay, with this thing, I don't know. What am I talking about?
You know what, teacher? I hear what you're saying because I remember I've always grew up in the church from I was a baby, innit? But I remember seeing both my grandparents give an offering every week, innit? And it's like they'll tell you something like, "Oh," because they pray. It's kind of what Raymond said. They pray on the old in churches, innit? Because sometimes they see the old people as naive and they haven't got much longer to live, so something to believe in it. So I remember in the church I used to go to as a kid, there was a leak in the roof, innit?
Oh, that old story. Go on.
So for 20 years, money offering, people are giving over brown envelopes with money in. I don't know how much it's in there. I know my grandparents used to give like each like £100 a week and them thing there for years. And it's like, I used to look at it like, and they used to give me and my siblings money to put into the offering bowl, innit? So when it comes round, but obviously it was then I used to take the money and go buy sweets at the shop, innit? But you know, shit happens, innit? But it's like sometimes these scams come out. Because I remember there was a pastor at the church, and it come out that basically the offering that he was getting off the church, that was funding his lifestyle, innit? He had a Mercedes, he had a Beamer, he had a big house, but the man didn't work, innit? So
he didn't need to. Everybody was paying for him. Go on.
Yes, everyone was giving over their money. It's like what you said. They believe giving their offerings gonna get them to heaven when they pass, and it's gonna get me help with doing certain things in the church. Where I remember when it did come out, and I think the man did a little time in prison because what he was doing. But you're not gonna get that money back, are you?
Yeah, well, anyway. But yeah, no, definitely. We understand that thing. There's all kinds of hustles.
100%.
Hustlers come in all shapes and sizes. They have no, and usually it's the elderly people. But then it's anybody, innit? It's anybody, you know. There's young people who are gullible, There's, and so are the old. So it's just these people with the bad morals who feel it's okay to do it, and it's the man in the street to the big company, like we said, the company that would send out the bill 2 and 3 times, and only when you notice they'll turn around and say to you, yeah, oh yeah, you overpaid, yeah, don't worry, we'll take it off the next one. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, all right, cool. That's it. That's good. That's like 48 minutes on that one. That was all right. That was all right, mate. Your one sounded interesting, though. Your topic sounded interesting. Would one like to start?
Basically, I'm just interested in like when you first you say if one day you're single, you end up going to a club, a supermarket. You're just basically out there on the market, yeah, and you could go to the gym anywhere. Say if you see if you're the sex that you're into, and you see them, and you meet them, and you start talking to them, what's the first thing you as a man would look for in a woman, just by like first appearance? What are you looking like? What do you look for? Because mine is, one, when you're talking to me, I'm looking for your hygiene. So I'm looking in your mouth to see your teeth. I'm looking to smell like your odor. Like
Hold on. So what if you meet at the gym? Because she might be sweating, innit?
Yeah,
but what? You still want some good sweat? You want to smell some good sweat, not the bad sweat.
Yeah, but that's the next thing. Because see if you can see that they're working up a workout and a sweat and all that. You don't want to be like there's sweat and then there's just like you just know this person don't bathe in it, like.
Go on.
And obviously, still, when you're talking to them, you're gonna be looking like thinking. You'll be looking at their appearance. You'll be looking at their teeth. You'll be because to me, I didn't realize until when I got older. Now it's like teeth is a major part of like my whole thing. Like if I see someone, that's one of the things that you're chatting to someone and then you see that they got some teeth missing or something, you'll be like, right, like what's this person really on, innit? And then you'll kind of look at what they're wearing. You'll be looking at like there's certain things in it, like are they wearing too much makeup or are there's certain things in it on appearances in it, like. So I just wanted to ask you, like, and the people in the chat, obviously, what do you look for when you first meet someone or you're getting to know somebody?
I like it. It's a good question. It's my type. It's my you're trying to jump on my kind of things now. What do I look for? yeah, obviously, all the basics of hygiene and all that stuff, you know, fresh, you know, you'll catch that. Imagine you was talking to someone. Imagine you was talking to somebody and they had bad breath and they're talking to you still. It's like they don't notice. You know what I'm saying? You're standing back. You do all the little signs of face the other way when you're talking.
Yeah, yeah,
But no, yeah. I mean, listen, good. I don't really like women that have too much makeup on. Yeah, I don't really like the makeup. I like a natural
natural.
looking woman. You know, who can wear makeup and enhance herself, the good looks that she has already. Um, Nice smile.
Hmm.
I mean, look, the teeth thing. Okay, let's go for the teeth thing. Yes, you'd like the teeth, you know, but you know, life is life sometimes, you know, as long as they're not in the front. Do you know what I mean? Lost then they're not missing in the front. Do you know what I'm saying? Because also they could be wearing fake teeth, innit?
I didn't even think about that.
They could be wearing fake teeth and then you only notice when in the morning when you see some teeth in the side. Do you know what I mean?
Whoa, in the in the cup of water, yeah.
But yeah, that's on the on that the physical. Yeah, that's all on the physical, but always conversation. Do you know what I mean? Good conversation,
Yes.
good brain. You know, potential to do something. You know, not like a person that just wants to sit at home all day
Yeah.
and don't work. You understand? Just sign on for the rest of their life. No, you know, you want somebody who's got ambition. You know, who kind of matches your ambition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta find the kind of like the reflection of yourself, not the reflection. Do you know what I'm saying? But
But yeah,
qualities, the reflection of qualities within yourself. Do you know? So ambition, ambitious, knowledgeable, smart. You know, I don't know where that person is though. Is that person out there? So we're not really. I was joking. Yeah, yeah. That's it. That's it. That's the kind of the kind of things I look for. Do you know what I mean? What
what
about?
about
Go on, sir. Go on.
what about physique?
Oh yeah, yeah. Come on. Oh, physique is. They have to be in shape. Do you know what I mean? I cannot have. You know, it's got to reflect what I am like. Yeah. So there you go.
But what if you met someone, yeah,
Go on.
and they had all of these above things that you're talking about, yeah, but they're not in shape, but the they've got they're on the same path that you're on. They got a good job. They earn their teeth are immaculate, and it's their teeth. Good breath, good skin. They're just like they're everything that you would want, but their physique's not what you would normally go for. How would you like? What would you just what?
Um, they'd have to be really charming. Yeah, they'd have to be a really charming person. Because look, we're men, right? And we men we deal with I think we deal with the physical, right? We deal with the physical a lot, yeah.
Yeah,
We deal with the physical a lot. Whether you like this type or you like that type, you want your type. That's the thing first and foremost. You want your type, and then you get all the other things that go with it. Because it just don't work on the type. Because you can have the type, but then you know it could be a bum. The person could be a bum, and then you don't really want. That's not gonna work. It will be, you know, it might be a a couple of months relationship, and then see you later. Do you know what I mean?
hmm,
But yeah, no, the physical is important for me. Yeah, it's
yeah,
important for me. You have to have your type. You have to have your type. If I love big gal, then I will have to have the big girl. If I love slim, you know, women who love to work out, hit the gym every
yeah.
now and again, then yeah, shit, that's for me. I go to
Oh,
the gym. You go to the gym. You want a gym. You want a gym woman, don't you?
Someone that's keeping their self in check. Yeah.
Totally, because maybe you might want to go gym together or whatever, or you don't have to go to the gym together. But the fact is, you're gonna appreciate each other, what you're looking like. Do you know what I mean? And if it was the other side, you didn't like a big woman, and you're a slim man, and you're working out. You know, you're gonna try and encourage that person, and maybe that person don't want to be encouraged. Do you know what I mean? Maybe they're like, well, look, I'm big bones. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's my answer, old chap. Go on, sir. What do you got to say?
Oh, nah, I
What
just
about
wanted to.
what about you guys in the chat? What you got to say in the chat, please? What do you think? What do you guys look for in the chat? What do you look for, Raymond? What do you? I know what you've got already, old chap. But just tell me what what you was looking for, if you can remember that far back. Yeah, sorry, sir. Go on, sir.
Because there's all different type of things. Like obviously, when you just meet someone for the first time, likewise, you don't know nothing about them. They don't know nothing about you, innit? You're just going on first instincts when you first meet someone. Like you're just looking at appearance, innit? But it's like I don't know. It's like I'm someone I can get to know someone and seem alright. They seem cool. Let me go get to know them, innit? And it's like after a while, you start to notice like they they got like some issues in it, like if it's childhood issues or like they got mental problems or just certain things in it, and it's like you can't, like I said, you can't tell that at first meeting someone because you're not gonna let them know your business. They're not gonna, well, hopefully they're not gonna tell you straight there and then. See when you're talking to them. Oh, I got mental issues in it. Oh, great. But I don't know, man. It's hard. It's hard to, I don't know, man. Because when you first meet someone, you don't want to let them know everything about you. You get it? You want to let some things to imagination in it, or let them know later on down the line. You get it?
Totally. Yeah, totally. Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah, you find it out. You find all that stuff out when listen, you can lie for a couple, 2-3 dates, but but then you have to, it will always come out in the end what that person is like. You can't hide yourself. Do you know what I mean? You can't hide. Years ago, I kind of said to myself, well, stop playing the game of pretending. You meet somebody, you pretend to be the best version of yourself. You understand?
Yeah. Yes.
And I kind of stopped that years ago because I wasn't getting what I wanted. You understand? And maybe they didn't like the real self. Do you know what I mean? And maybe they didn't like the fact that I was portraying another self, and when I could just be myself. So anyway, now that I do be myself, I've been getting what I want. You know what I mean? I've been getting what I want, and it's been, you know what? Like, see, when you go with somebody, yeah, and you there's no quiet times. This is a key thing for me. There's no quiet times, except for when the special times come. Not special times, when when there's a time to be quiet, totally. But most of the time, 99% of the time, if you're meeting somebody and you're going out with somebody and you're dating somebody, you're courting somebody, and you've always got things to talk about. There's never no silence. You're always laughing. Then it's a good thing, I would say. Do you know what I mean?
I hear that.
I got Raymond over there saying, you like American women? Yeah, of course you do. That, of course you do, sir. Yeah, no. Good man, Raymond. Good man. Yeah. All right. Here's another question. What point should you reveal something about yourself? What point should you reveal something? So let's just say, you got a secret that you don't really want to tell everybody, you know, when do you tell them that person this kind of secret, and that secret's something that, you know, like
All right.
holiday, for example. Go on, sir.
What are you talking about? Um,
Potentially, it could be that, or any kind of secret. You know, it's going to be a secret that obviously that, you know,
you see,
realistic one. Go on.
I always get told by females if I'm just got a female as a friend or we're sexual partners or we're seeing each other or whatever. I always get told I'm too secretive in it. But my thing is now, I've got to suss you out first before I tell you certain things in it. So I always know. I don't know what makes me, but something tells me, you know what? Let them know, like, basically, say if I've got like a illness or something, yeah, I'd wait for the right time to be like, you know, I've got something wrong. Let me like, I'd wait for a little bit to see how they are and see how the relationship might progress and go onwards, and then eventually I'll tell them certain things like, you know, I've got this wrong with me or whatever in it. I'd wait for a little bit, but like I said, I'm not gonna. I think, you know what is my problem is it takes me a while to indulge and let someone know something about me in it. Where you got some people that just tell you like as soon as be like, oh, you know, I've got like you know I take this because I deal with like mental depression or something, and sometimes I think to myself, bro, like, you've let me know kind of like quick, but in a way it's like, it's kind of good that you've let me know. So I know if to look out for certain things, you know?
Totally, and totally. What? Okay, for example, what about holiday? You met somebody, yeah? Would you jump in and tell them straight away that you was on holiday? Yeah, quote unquote holiday, yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Hmm.
Me personally, no. Unless I've got a relationship with you, like as a friend or a partner or a family member. Not every family member, I'm telling that.
No. Let's say. Sorry, sir. Let's say like you're meeting this person. Okay, you've just met this person. You're going on a dates. Yeah.
First date.
Whatever date. But you know, when would be the time? When would be the time for you to say something like that? What would you? Would there be a time? Would you say it? You wouldn't? Would you say it straight away? Would you say it on the fifth date? Do you know what I mean? When would you say that, old chap?
I don't know because, all right, I'll tell you a scenario one time, yeah? Well,
Go for it.
I know a female one time and she told me, boom, someone in her family went on, quote unquote, went on a holiday, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That made me be like, oh, you know, I've been on one of them holidays before, and it made it easier, innit? But
Mm-hmm.
there's been scenarios where I've told someone I've been on holiday, and they kind of like, you know, you have some people that just like, from you being on that holiday, I don't really want to associate with you in it.
Totally.
Because no matter how small or how big you went on that holiday for, you got some people that just don't want to be which is understandable. I don't agree with it because obviously even before I went on holiday, I wasn't that type of person that judge you for going on the holiday in it. But me now personally, I have to be deep with you, pause, to let you know I've been on a holiday in it. I can't. Yeah, I wouldn't just, if I'm just dating somebody, and maybe I wouldn't just bring up something like that.
Yeah, you'd wait for till the relationships, steady. You know what I'm saying? Steady pace and potential. There's potential. Then you'll just jump in and say that. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And be like, you know what? I went on a holiday like back in such and such in it, and then that's their prerogative. Like that's their prerogative if they want to continue with you, or you know. But my guess, if you've got deep into a relationship with someone, I don't think you telling them that they would wanna just get up and leave. If they wanted to understand why you did what you did, you know, and be like, oh, so why did you? Then I'll be open to explaining it. But I don't think they just get up and just be like, yo, I'm not associating with you because you went on holiday, quote unquote, you know. When
Mm. Mm.
what about you? Is every since you've been on your last quote unquote, you know, would like have you confided in a lot of people that you've been on a holiday?
No, I don't. I don't advertise it, and if I do, if I do, you know, meet somebody, then I will tell them accordingly. Do you know what I mean? I might drop some hints here and there. Do you know what I mean? But you know, it's the first and foremost is you don't want a judgmental person, do you? You
Yes.
don't want this person who's just gonna judge you regardless, you know. But you know, everybody says that no, I don't judge and blah 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 blah. But you know, everyone knows themselves. Yeah, everyone knows themselves. So you know, you get to know that person, and then you'll have to say it accordingly. That's what I. That's what it's been done. It's been done. You know, I've got on my on my website, right? I got it's written on my website. You understand?
Okay.
So you know, I've been known to just say, hey, look at my website. Have a look at my website. Look at you know, and there's writing on there. There's not a lot of shit. There's not a lot of writing on there. There's writing on there, and if you read the writing, then you would read it and see what it is, and then you know we can have a dialogue about it afterwards. And hey, what's all that about? What's all that? And blah blah blah. And if I don't hear from them again, they obviously they did read it, and
Yeah,
they're a bit
I
judgmental. Do you know what I mean? But so no, that you can do you do anything. I think you know what I think it's up to you and it's up to me. You understand? It's our decision to decide what we want to do about it. Do you know what I mean? Whether we want to say it or we don't want to say it. The fact is, it's not about us. It's about everybody else. You know, just for like looking for work as well. And you know, when you're looking for work and you quickly say that, they're like, "Well, I'll see you later." You know, the fact is, yeah, if you go and meet people and you talk to them and you're cool and they think you're cool, and then you tell them that afterwards, they'll be like, most of the times for me, they're like, "Oh shit, I never would have guessed.
would have never.
I never
Yes.
would have guessed." So the fact is, you don't say nothing because they're gonna sit down and judge you already and think of all the negative shit that they could think of, which doesn't apply. Yeah, but the fact is, they are who they are. People are who they are, and as much as they want to be nice and this and that, they just always got to sit on that judgmental side. You know what? Don't say nothing. Judge me as a person, then let me tell you. Oh well, blah 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 blah. Do you know what I mean? As long as it ain't no no
Yeah. We know.
no one
We
eight
know.
seven. As long as it's not
Yeah.
no 187 or you know any of them. You know what I mean? Them little dusty type things. There's none of them things. You know, anything else is all right because you can as long as you're not on that level, it's okay, isn't it? For me and you, it's okay. I'd accept somebody who's been on holiday, who you know, because obviously we can understand that. We'll have more, you know, we could share stories about wing stories. You know what I mean?
All right then.
Go on.
Let me switch it around now. Yeah. You're talking about the holiday, quote unquote. Yeah. If you met a female and she had a promiscuous past, yeah, when would you think was acceptable for her to quote unquote say to you, like to translate to you, you know, I like was like very promiscuous in my past before, innit? When would
What
like,
is
obviously
she? She was like that, or I was like that?
she was promiscuous. When would you think it was acceptable for them to disclose to you, like, you know what, like, I've had a promiscuous past? You think as you're about to get in, if say if you're gonna get into a relationship with them, you think it would be like nice for them to be like, all right, I know things are getting kind of serious, and we might be getting into a relationship, but obviously, I think it's right to tell you that I've had a promiscuous past.
Right. Okay. So right, that one's a little bit different, right? Because there isn't no stories of there's no stories of women not liking men who've been on holiday. Yeah, there's stories of women who find men who've been on holiday who done 187 and they're all sending them underwear. Right? We know that, innit?
Yeah.
We know that. So some of these people they get glorified and they're famous and they got women throwing themselves at them for that. Okay, we are men. Okay, we are men, and we don't want we don't want look, you know what the wickedest thing, you meet a girl, yeah, this is just a scenario to go in your head, because that's what was going through my head. You're on the street walking with your lovely lady. Well, that's what you think. That's what you think's a lovely lady. And then you got all these guys walking past. Hey, what you saying? You're right, yeah. Giving you the thumbs up or giving you some kind of sign to make you think, oh shit, she's gone, man. She's out the game now, or something like that. Do you know what I mean? We don't want men. We don't want somebody who's been all over the place. Isn't that right?
Yeah, because we got yeah, because you got an ego as well, innit? So
100%. And we want to
like,
go on.
nah, go on. Finish what you're saying. Go on.
We want to think that we want to think that she was a virgin before us. Do you understand? That's what we want to think. We know it's not. But that's what we want to think. We want to think that. But the worst thing is for men to be going around talking about, I had her. For me, hell no. And I think for most men wouldn't want that. She's got to be fucking really charming and gorgeous to accept that type of behavior. But I mean, end of the day, right? That's just basic talking, straight, without nothing. Yeah. If you got some relationship, some rapport with this person, I'm sure you can overlook anything. Yes, sir?
Anything.
I'm sure you could overlook that. If you felt you really like this person, you had a really good, you got good communication, you obviously both think you're appealing to the eye, you can get over that. And if she has changed, then of course you have to accept that. And
you have to accept it, innit?
And there'll be no double standards in that. There'll be no double standards, because it's just whatever you want. No, you definitely don't want that. But as long as 100%, she's not going back to them ways, of course you'll accept that, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, sir?
Yeah. But sometimes it's better to disclose certain things, especially if because look, you said boom, you're with someone, you're going down the street with her, then you got Mr. Man, this Mr. Man, this Mr. Man, like, what happened? What, you changed your number or something? What? Get me? So it would have been better for them to disclose with you prior, like, do you know what, like,
I had a checkered past. Yeah. I've had a checkered past.
It's just like if you were to walk down the street with her and you see one of the people that used to patrol when we went on.
Yes, sir. Go on. Oh, technical difficulties. I don't know. It's not double. I don't think that's double standards. Do you know? As long as they decide to, all right, here we go. You're back in it. As long as they decide to tell you in the right time, yeah, and then it's okay. Go on, sir. You dropped out. You're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Go on. What did we say? Because we didn't catch.
Some reason this thing kicks me out, innit? But did you what?
No,
Did you
just go again. Go again. We didn't hear.
Okay. We went to that place, yeah. Went on a holiday, quote unquote, yeah. You've seen them people there that used to patrol the place where we're on holiday, and you're with your missus, and then you see them, and they stop you and be like, "Oh, what's going on? Get me? I haven't seen you for how many years? What have you turned around your life since you were on holiday at that place?" And then she'll be like, "Raw, he didn't tell me that he went on holiday." You know, you get what I'm saying? Sometimes it's better to just, you know what? I've done this, I've been here, and this is like certain things in it, and I did, you know?
Totally. Listen. When you see potential in somebody and you know how you feel, okay, and then you feel, okay, you know what? I need to let that person know. However you decide to let that person know, you're letting them know, okay? Whether it's however it is, you're letting them know. And they must either accept it or go. Do you know what I mean? It's left or right. You take it or you don't take it. And for both of them scenarios, you accept it or you don't. From he's not gonna be doing, not like it's the man that's always going to prison, but as long as you know he's not gonna be doing that anymore, and she ain't gonna be doing that no more, then it's okay. You can make a deal with yourself, and you accept it, and you go forward together as a one couple. Do you know what I mean? So it's not double standards. It's different standards. The man needs to know that, and maybe the woman needs to know that as well. So however you decide to know, just let them know, right?
Nah, it's real.
Just let them know, and then move on and move forward, and don't let that define you. Because I mean, if she was worth it, let's just say she was promiscuous in the former years. If she was like that, and she's not like that now, then it's okay, isn't it? Right? It doesn't matter what anybody else says. Lie or true?
Nah, it's real. It's real what you're saying. It's calm, man.
So I give you my first opinion, and then I give you the real opinion. Do you know what I mean? Go on, sir. Go on.
It was just good to have an insight to the whole meeting someone and what to look for. And I didn't even expect to get to the bit, what would you disclose and when would you disclose certain things. So yeah, man. So,
all right, AOB. Did you see any of that? The ball last night. I saw Leeds. Leeds had a problem last night, innit? It was a good match though. Leeds and Chelsea, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. Didn't see it myself. What about you, Ray? Did you see that, Ray? Put some comments on what you feel about it, Ray.
He's a Leeds fan, isn't it?
Leeds until he dies, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Leeds United.
What was I gonna say? What about what was it? I was watching. I was trying to. I didn't look at the Liverpool one. I was looking at the United one. That seemed more action that for the other team to win. They were pressing them in the first half, but it was kind of boring anyway. 1 goal, one. What was Liverpool? Liverpool was 1 goal, wasn't it, or 2?
That was 3-0, bad man. They played 8 kids. 8
yeah,
kids.
I saw that.
8 kids, and Southampton, bruv, this. What else was there? Wolves was on the red button.
They won, didn't they? Beat Brighton, didn't they?
Wolves beat Brighton 1-0. Man United scored a last-minute goal. Casemiro scored a header 1-0 against Nottingham Forest. The day before that, Man City won what? Was it 7-2?
I forget about City. Go on.
Haaland scored 5 goals. You know what? The quarterfinals look good. You know, you got Man United versus Liverpool, Man City versus Newcastle. You got Wolves versus Coventry, and you've got who's the other? Chelsea versus Leicester.
Yeah, it looks all right, doesn't it?
I haven't seen a strong quarter final lineup like this in years. I'm not gonna lie. I'm right interested. I'm interested in 3 matches: Wolves versus Coventry. I don't cater for that match, but all the other matches, they're all like something that I'd want to watch. All the other quarterfinals, man. See, because Liverpool can't be putting out their kids against Man United. No matter how poor Man United are, you can't put the kids out against Man United.
No, unless that's how they're feeling in that tournament, which they're not, because he wants to win everything in his last go, innit?
Oh shit! Have you seen this?
What's that?
Breaking news! Breaking news! Paul Pogba's been banned for 4 years.
Oh, that's that drug stuff, innit?
Doping.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. And you had us. We won 4-1 against Newcastle on what, Saturday? What else? Yeah, that's it really, isn't it? I know the Formula One's back on this weekend. They got the race on Saturday because it's Ramadan or something on Sunday. So because they're in one of them Muslim country there, they're not gonna race on the Sunday. They're gonna race on the Saturday.
Yeah.
Anything else? Boxing? Is there any boxing? When's Joshua and Ngan? Is that this or next week or so?
No, I ain't got a clue, old chap. Oh no, it's the weekend after. No, the 1st, the 8th, I think. Next weekend, yeah.
Next weekend, okay.
Oh, listen, yeah. What did he say? Leeds, we played without Somerville, Nonto, and Joseph.
Yeah, they started with their man 2 on the pitch.
Listen, Somerville and Nonto, they're your 2 man. Somerville more so, because that guy's good. I don't know why he's still there at Leeds, to be honest. I wonder why somebody hasn't taken him away, mate. You know what I mean? But yes, I like that Somerville, definitely. And the Nonto's good.
Both of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
They gave it a good shot. They gave it a good shot, Leeds, but at the end of the day, it's like Chelsea's quality came through just at the end, didn't it?
That's right. Well, good. Well, hour and a half in. All right, hour and 25 minutes. Yeah, I think that's enough.
That's enough. Cut it.
That's enough. Try and get that Artie back on the thing, but he's got some things going on in his personal life, so we have to just allow it for that. We're not gonna be on Sunday. But you never know. But I doubt it. Yeah, I doubt it. It might, because it'll be a late one on Sunday, so no, and an early start on a Monday morning. So no, we'll be back next week sometime, guys. Go on.
Well, you just let the people them know, innit? Like, you let them know. They send out them alert things and let them know when we're capable of all coming together again and doing a show, innit?
Yeah, totally. But we got a good one though coming out. He's been doing a lot of research on this. That Warren Barton, that Barton guy. What's his name again? Joe Barton. Yeah, he's got some good one coming on there, talking about. I don't know. He's been doing some stupid shit as usual. So we're going to talk about that, and
I know, and you haven't talked. You're not letting them know. A couple special guests.
We got some special guests coming through, but no, I'm not going to say anything yet. Yeah, we got a nice interview. We got 2 good interviews coming up. No, we're not going to say nothing. Just stay tuned, guys. Subscribe and like, and we got these 2 good interviews. One's a footballer. One's an ex-baller, and one is one's a good man. Definitely. One's a good man. One's an ex-baller, and they're both good podcasts. Anyway, they'll be really good ones. So stay tuned. We're just gonna just put that out there. We're not gonna. We'll just edit the interview and just put it out there. So it's gonna be really good. You'll appreciate it, Ray, because it's from your era. I think the guy is from your he's from your era. So you might be talking about some of these ballers that was. All right, he got. What did he say? I remember I saw him. He got injured by Chopper Harris, innit? I told you that, didn't I? Yeah, Chopper Harris gave him an injury, took him out of the game. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. But yes, tune in, guys.
Ain't no more, man.
Tune in, guys. Next week, we'll get the alert. We'll give the alerts. Those who are on the WhatsApp group, we'll give you the alert and let you know when it's happening. Just like and subscribe. You'll catch it on YouTube. Bless up everyone for the comments. Big up Ray every time. Give me a call, Ray. Bless up Althea and Balo. Big up Balo. All right then. Bless up. Thank you, guys. Blessings.
Blessings.